Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast. I am the Black Patriot.
Hey, I'm Mark from MD.
And this is the Wrestling Podcast, where we always put wrestling first because wrestling is the number one priority.
Yes, and if you guys can like, comment, share, and subscribe.
It's a small thing to you, but for us, it means the world, and it means the world to the channel.
Exactly. And so, we got a banger show, another banger for you guys. And I really, this first topic I'm kind of like pissed off about, but we're going to talk about Booker T being voted the worst commentator of 2025. We're going to see who said that. We're going to talk about Kevin Nash making comments about Javon Evans. Some may call him controversial.
I agree with his comments.
That Javon needs to be, quote unquote, more urban and needs to stop being like Mr. Bojangles.
I agree.
That's hilarious. And we got AEW women. They seem to be disappearing. They seem to get a boost, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, poof, they're gone. Yeah. So let's kick it off with the Booker T. Booker T was voted worst commentator of 2025 by the Wrestling Observer newsletter. What do you think about that?
He was voted the worst commentator of 2025 by a large margin as well.
Yes.
So to me, that means.
Hold on, you gotta give him the numbers on that margin.
What was it?
He got 516. Booker T got 516, and Pat McAfee, number 2, got 123 votes.
That is crazy.
So that's the margin that Booker T got.
That's a substantial margin.
That is crazy.
So the people that read the Wrestling Observer newsletter by far think that it's Booker T that is the worst commentator of them all.
And I totally disagree with that. I think Booker T adds flavor to NXT. That's otherwise just not there, because NXT is to me, it's not really an exciting show. But when you got Booker T going like, I mean, making his sound effects and things like that. I mean, you got like Shucky Ducky. I mean,
quack.
I mean, you gotta love this stuff. Like, he is the embodiment of wrestling. Like, this man has so many years invested into the game. To sit there and say he's the worst commentator out of, let's do a quick comparison. Okay, let's do a quick comparison to the people that's not on this list, and we'll compare them to Booker T to see if they're any good.
I said compare. Excalibur wasn't on there.
Excalibur, you think Excalibur is better than Booker T?
Yes.
You think Excalibur is better than Booker T?
Yes, for many reasons.
Okay.
For many reasons. Corey Graves is not on the list. Corey Graves is better than Booker.
Corey is better than Booker. I will give you that. And who else you got?
I keep forgetting his name, Tessitore, but
Joe Tessitore. You mean to tell me that Sleepy Joe Tessitore is better than Booker T?
No.
Okay.
Who else? Not on the list is commentating.
There's not really many commentators out there.
Right. Michael Cole.
Michael Cole was on the worst. He was on the worst list. I think Michael Cole was number 3. Next to Pat McAfee.
But let's just say, is Michael Cole better than Booker T?
No, not now. I think Michael Cole
in the past has been.
I think in the past, when definitely. Michael Cole cared, yes.
So I'm going to say yes, because his past body of work is better than what Booker T can produce. This is what it is. Booker T is nothing but those gestures and sound effects, and some even women readers said they were offended by Booker T because his over-sexualization of certain moves that the women do. Stephanie Vaquero's Devil Kiss is the prime example. He only gets excited when she starts bouncing her butt.
Yeah, but Stephanie, the difference of that is Stephanie actually points to Booker T and gives him the thumb up as the go ahead that is coming, and she knows that he's doing it. After
it was already established that he was doing it. Now she knows she's in on it now. But Booker T they were saying he over-sexualized women techniques.
I don't believe that he over-sexualized women techniques. I believe he did a lot to get these women's wrestlers over, because I really do believe it's harder to get a women's wrestler over than it is a male wrestler.
I don't know about that, but...
Yes, if you get a male wrestler, people come to see male wrestlers. Like, majority of wrestling is dominated by males. The majority of wrestling fan base is males. Is that not true?
And the men came to see other men.
Yeah, you come to see action.
Yeah.
Men watch action. Men are the ones that support action movies, not women.
Yeah, but
women support stuff like Barbie and stuff like that.
If all these people have voted him the worst by a large margin, it must be something about him that's turning them off, and I believe it is his innuendo.
Well, this is also the Wrestling Observer newsletter, and so this is also just one publication.
True.
And that they have 516 people who think Booker T out of millions of fans. So I mean, we got to keep some numbers into perspective here.
It's a vote. He got the overwhelming majority of the vote.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. And then also we got this is a funny one. Javon Evans. No, sorry. Let's go back a little bit. Kevin Nash comes out with another Kevin Nash, damn near racist, almost damn statement. He comes out and says that Javon Evans needs to be quote unquote more urban and stop acting like Mr. Bojangles.
I don't know what he meant by Mr. Bojangles.
Basically shucking and jiving like too happy. He's too happy out there.
Okay. If that's what he meant, I agree with it. When I saw the article, I said I agree with it. When I was like, yeah, I can see this.
Yeah, so you commented on it.
You saw me comment on it. Yeah, so, okay, let me pose this to you. Outside of he's bouncy, what do you know about Javon Evans?
Nothing. I mean,
nothing.
Well, you don't really know about a lot of these characters because a lot of these characters, people have no character.
He doesn't have a character. His
None
only
of these
character
people have
is
a
he's
character.
a happy black guy. That's it. I'm a positive black dude and I can jump high.
Yeah, but what's he going to do? Like, do what? More crime time kind of shit? Like Kevin Nash wants to see crime time 2.0?
More urban.
When you say more urban, they want you to act it's like street or some shit. Like, once again, like crime time or something like how Vince used to stereotype black wrestlers. Put them in a nation of domination. You had to be some pro-black extremist, or you had to, just some type of weird character that Vince would come up to just demean the black wrestlers.
What was Apollo Crews when he had General Aziz? Wasn't he like an African general?
He was
or
like
something?
some African prince or something.
Prince? Okay, not a warlord, but kind of it was a warlord, but he was a prince.
This is retarded, but he doesn't mean that by when he says urban. When he says urban, he wants him to act street. He wants him to...
like the Usos.
Yes. And I don't think Javon Evans should be doing that because of that. Let him be the happy character. I don't think he's trying to shuck and jive. I just think that he's just a happy dude and this is just his personality.
What about how Swerve Strickland carries himself?
Swerve carries himself good. Swerve carries himself like really serious.
Yeah, but also you can see that urban flair in him. I believe that's him rapping on his interest thing.
That is him rapping on there. But once again, there's only a small percentage of black wrestlers in wrestling, so you can't have all black wrestlers acting like they're street and doing all of this and having the same type of gimmick, because then you get stereotyped.
They either gonna be street, like crime time, like urban, like Swerve Strickland, or they're gonna be some kind of athletic gimmick. Like when MVP, I guess he was every athlete. MVP.
Yeah, he was every athlete. Yeah,
that's all they get. Like
rapping too.
What is the Street Profits? What is Montez Ford and Dawkins?
There's some street characters. They're street characters.
If he is gonna have to do something like that, I agree with Nash. He is gonna have to make it more urban. Unfortunately,
why? Why can't he just be a happy black dude? Why can't he just be?
Because it's bland.
But why can't he just learn how to... He can learn how to cut promos and still give you a great match. Because right now, Javon Evans looks like an AEW wrestler. He'll give you a banger match, but his mic skills are just... You're like, ugh. When he start talking on the mic.
Would you rather see Javon Evans or Crime Time on your TV? Would you rather...
Javon.
I would rather see Crime Time because they're going to do something funny and something entertaining.
Crime Time
was probably going to be hilarious.
Crime Time was buck dancing and cooning. That's what that was. They had white people rolling through the hood. This was their vignettes they used to have.
Yeah, they used to steal shit.
White people rolling through the hood, and here come two schemy black dudes coming up to rob them, and
they did.
and just exactly, and just enforcing stereotypes. This is the shit Vince used to do.
So
borderline racist
is
shit,
that
like
what you
making
think
Kamala.
that's what he means for Jovan Evans.
Javon Evans is going to be a high flying, happy go lucky dude. He does not have to be the stereotypical black street urban motherfucking character.
What if he was
and just because he's happy doesn't mean he's
flying-
Mr. Bojangles.
What if he was a high flying kingpin?
Javon Evans
That
is a small dude, and he doesn't look like a heel. Like when you see him, you see good guy in him. Just like Bobby Lashley. When Bobby still tries to play heel to me, I think it's funny. To me, Bobby Lashley just looks like a good guy.
I mean, yeah, but I can still see him being a heel.
I just some people I just see it just in a certain way, and so when they do play the heel, I don't really believe it. So Javon Evans being a heel, doesn't think really flies. Just like Logan Paul being a face doesn't fly.
What about Oba
He's
Femi?
just Oba, I think could be both. I think Oba is a superstar.
Okay.
Yeah, Oba's definitely a superstar.
And you wouldn't say he needs an urban gimmick.
Well, he's African, so
he's fine.
They're going to have they're either going to have a cultural thing or they're going to have some type of black urban bullshit.
Is he doing an African cultural thing now?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's still the ruler.
Black African dude.
Yeah, he's still the ruler. Still African themes and everything in his dress and the music, everything. So yeah. So that's him. But so like I said, with Javon Evans, I don't think Javon Evans is being Mr. Bojangles by being out there and smiling. I just don't think he is. But I guess some people think he is.
So
Kevin Nash.
Do you think Bobby Lashley had a true gimmick? Like he wasn't in no stereotype. He was just a black wrestler.
Bobby was looked at more as
the almighty
off-branch Brock Lesnar. He was like a poor man's Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he was a beast, yo.
They never had that match. It took so long for them to have that match.
They had a series of matches. Bobby Lashley won one of them.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about, like, they didn't happen early in their careers.
Yeah, I still like it because Bobby Lashley always in shape and looking good. He looked like he could be in his prime for the next 10 years, yo.
Yeah, because I was like, why didn't Vince should have just gave Bobby Paul Heyman and just had Paul Heyman rock out with him. And I think he would have got him over like Brock. But I guess he can't promote two monsters.
True.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. So, I don't think Javon Evans is Mr. Bojangles, but Kevin Nash, I just think he does. Or is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then next up we got, this is another good one. AEW women are disappearing.
And several of them are champions, so that makes no sense.
That is crazy. Where are these women going?
And what are they doing?
And what are they doing? At least with WWE, they won't wrestle. At least you'll see them.
Where is Britt Baker?
Britt is gone.
Where is Thunder Rosa?
She's gone.
Where is Camille? You remember Camille?
I forgot. Yo, something happened with Camille to where Tony Khan, her and Tony, something happened there.
Come on.
Because she did not have a good break off with Mercedes. Like,
that
was so abrupt.
Writing on its own thing. She was supposed to turn on Mercedes and have the feud with Mercedes, and then Camille just vanished.
Yeah, I don't understand what WWE was doing with that. To me, that just made absolutely no sense. Sorry, not WWE, AEW.
AEW, yeah.
I don't understand what they were doing with that.
It would have been the perfect turn.
Yeah.
And Camille would have got over as a face.
Yeah, it's so many women's wrestlers that, once again, when they get these belts or whatever, or they get pushed, for some reason, Tony Khan just demotes them, and he just will wipe you off of TV. Like, not even like have you go out and lose matches. Like, you're just gone off of TV.
And the reason why we covered this is because at this point it's getting egregious. So Britt Baker has been off of AEW TV since 2024. Still signed to the company. Apparently she got to be still healthy. She haven't wrestled in over a year.
Yeah.
It's been like 500 and some days.
Yeah.
And I say this because I worry about the women's division because it seemed like outside of Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné, Tony Khan doesn't have nothing for you.
Yes, and
that's what it seems like.
No, I mean that's what it truly is. Once again, it's the same thing like WWE, and where if it's not Rhea Or if it's not Charlotte, they got nothing for you.
But for to have somebody under contract for this long, Brett is still under contract.
Yeah, and I don't know. This is like just
she's not injured.
Yeah, this is a very bizarre situation. Like, and it's almost like she rubbed Tony Khan the wrong way because he is known to, get butthurt about things and take people off of TV.
Camille just vanished.
Camille was a monster. I thought Camille had a great look. To me,
Camille was everything.
When she was on the screen with Mercedes, I was like, oh my God, like her aura and presence to me was just stronger than Mercedes. I was like, oh my God, yeah. Stop putting her on the screen with this girl. Yeah?
She dominated the NWA Women's Seed. She actually started as Nick Aldis' bodyguard. When he was the NWA champion, he brought her in as his bodyguard, like off some China type stuff.
Okay.
But she is a beast. She vanished. Thunder Rosa, a former world champion, vanishes. Jamie Hayter had vanished for a while, was injured, but then they wasn't doing anything with her, and now she's just making a comeback.
Once again, Tony Khan is the master of killing momentum and then trying to restart the momentum that was lost. And then he just doesn't know how to re-pick it back up. Why he does this stop and go booking just makes absolutely no sense. And then you try to have redemption type of booking, but then already in people's eyes, you book somebody to look like a loser. So to have them come back and be something besides a loser, it's hard for them to believe.
They had the former champion, Chris Statlander, drop the belt to Tekla. Chris Statlander gave TMZ, I believe, an interview where she was literally about to cry on that joint because she was the champion and she's complaining about her booking.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, she was about to cry. That was a crazy interview. Look that up when you get a chance. And she felt some type of way about that. I was like, oh my God. That says
a lot, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy. So the women's wrestlers, I don't know why they're disappearing. Tony Khan, maybe just his ridiculous booking. I don't know. But I agree with you. The women are disappearing.
Something is wrong. Something is definitely going on there. And with that, guys, we're going to bring this edition of the Tree of Woe Wrestling Podcast to a close. Remember, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm the Black Patriot.
Hey, I'm R from MD, and we appreciate the watch. Appreciate the listen and the watch. Yeah, everything.
Everything.
We appreciate all of it. So, thank you, guys.
Peace out. Stay safe.
Peace out.